Okay, here's a scenario for you. It's time to go on a cruise, and it's with a cruise line you've never been interested in cruising with before. What do you do?
Because most of what you have heard about this cruise line made you feel that it was not for your age group or your fun level. So what do you do?
But wait, now you have a unique opportunity if you choose to accept it. You can cruise on this cruise line aboard their newest ship.
So what do you do?
Welcome back to Travel Tips and Recommendations with Nikki and Tommie. I'm Tommie.
And I'm Nikki, and we are happily retired Army veterans, but now travel is a huge part of our lives.
So today we're talking about our experience sailing aboard Princess Cruise Lines for the first time on their newest ship.
Yep, the Star Princess. And you all know what Princess Cruise Line looks like, right? It's the love boat.
Hey.
Soon we'll be making another run.
So, like I said, we've never sailed on Princess before. But
I had another verse and
but-
everything.
we've never sailed on Princess before. Hey, there's only room for one superstar on this show. And it's her.
But while we were on the Star Princess because we were attending our Dream Vacations annual conference.
Yes, and that's not what this episode is about. This episode is about the Star Princess because that ship needed our full attention.
Yep.
And it surprised both of them.
Yep. So you ready?
Yep.
Let's go.
Hey.
So before we talk about the ship really quick, I was already in Fort Lauderdale before Tommie arrived. And I was there because I was selected to be in the STAR program for the Cruise World Conference. We stayed at the Hilton Fort Lauderdale Marina, and the Cruise World is an opportunity to meet the industry professionals, the travel industry professionals, and learn all about the upcoming issues, the latest and greatest news about the different cruise lines within the Carnival Corporation, because they were the sponsors of Cruise World this year, and got a chance to really network with other agents while we were there, and to go to the travel showcases where you can get an opportunity to meet one-on-one with a lot of the suppliers that we work with on a regular basis. So that was a great opportunity for me to go there. It was a 2-night conference. So I was very busy for a week before Tommie even arrived. But
I was busy too.
Yeah, you were.
I was just here.
That's right. But before we got on the ship, we also had a land portion of our conference.
Yeah.
So I attended that, and then that's when he came.
I was busy too, though.
That's right.
But then big dog arrives, you know what I mean? So I fly into Fort Lauderdale, get a cab, and I'm expecting my baby to be right there at the hotel. You know how it is, just like in those rom-coms, you know what I'm saying? You get out the cab, and then you look over because you feel somebody looking at you, and then the music starts playing because I have my headphones on, but she wasn't there.
I was on my way. I was on my way to the front.
There's still discussion about whether or not she was on the way.
We're gonna move on.
But anyway, the hotel was pretty nice.
Had a great rooftop bar.
Yeah.
The restaurant up top was very nice.
Yeah.
It was a Mediterranean style restaurant, so that was lovely. And it's only like 20 minutes from the port if you're walking.
I only stayed there for one night, and then we got up and
next day we get on.
Day.
Yep, embarkation day. So because we were at the conference, a bus was already scheduled for all of us to get transported over to the port. So typically,
about 9 minutes.
Yeah. So that's on a bus. So definitely make sure you schedule your transfers with the hotel before going over. Or taking an Uber, always very easy to do that in Fort Lauderdale. So
That's true.
Once we get to the ship, I was just amazed because it looked, the Love Boat, how nostalgic it was to see.
That was all she kept singing, that song.
The hair that's kind of symbolizing on the side of the boat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
but
anyway, I thought it was fantastic.
My
to be able to
first
see that.
takeaway was before we got on the ship, you can see like they have what's called the piazza, right? And it's like it looks like a big basketball set in the middle of the ship. And so you're like, okay, I see what they're doing, but how does that look inside? My first idea of the ship when I looked at it, I was like, I know it's new. So I was just open, you know what I'm saying? So let's see what it's about.
Yeah.
Then we get on the ship. It's
You
just,
do your
just
regular
like,
thing, your
yeah,
muster.
yeah, just like arriving anywhere else. The difference here is your muster is identified on your app, and it's identified on the back of your cabin door. So if you, that's just another hint, right? Download the app. All right, before you get on the ship, and we'll talk more about that later. But we ended up finding our muster station. We watched the video when we had the app, so we was able to do all that before, and then we were certified, ready to cruise. And then it was just walking around,
Right.
seeing what we could see, finding our friends, and having that first cruise Tommie drink. It was a cocktail. It was a good one too. No, it was a painkiller. One of my favorites. And then we got a chance we walked by our cabin, and the cabin was ready. That was a pleasant surprise.
Right.
We're talking like 20 minutes after we boarded. We walked in, and the cabin it's similar to your average balcony cabin on a cruise ship, ocean cruise specifically. You walk in, on your right immediately is the bathroom. On your left is where your closets are. You go a little further. On your left, you have a counter, and then you have a desk, right? And then on your right, you have a couch, and then you have your bed there with the balcony out there. They had 2 chairs and a table out there. It was
So it was a basic,
it was a basic
standard looking room,
right,
for a balcony. But it was nice, light, bright, modern looking, and I love the fact that we were probably the first ones to stay in that cabin.
And brand new. That's what I was about to say. Because as soon as you opened the closets, you smelled the wood, you smelled the freshness.
Yeah.
So it was, and that's another thing we're gonna point out, that I think we're gonna start focusing on the newer shit. But
I think that I like what you're saying. I like that.
So we'll talk a little more about that. But the Medallion. Now, a lot of people have room keys, cabin keys. Some people have, some of them have
the wristband.
Yeah, the wristbands. But Princess has what's called the Medallion. It's probably about size of a quarter, a little bigger than a quarter, and it's given to you on a lanyard. So the good news is there's other ways you can wear it. You go to the photography shop, and they'll
you can have it as a wristband, or you can have a little pin that you can
put it on your lapel.
clip it on to your clothes or whatever. But it's not the best way for me to hold a key,
right?
So to speak. So we need to figure something else out with that. I put it in my purse, or he'll put it in his pocket, but
it's
not the best.
way.
Yeah, not the best.
The lanyard is the best way, unless you buy one of the other options.
Yeah.
Because if you put it in your pocket, then it could fall out. The best thing about it is, using the app, you can always locate where it is. Because one time I thought I had lost it on the other side of the ship.
And I looked at my app to see where it was, and he went
30 feet away.
The Medallion is very impressive. There are different ways to wear it. We talked about that, but then it also locks and unlocks your door,
which is amazing. You don't have to go up and touch it. You walk up and your door's open.
It's already open.
Yeah, and it has the digital display with your pictures that show your name stay, but when you unlock it, it tells you who unlocked it.
Right.
So that's pretty funky.
Yeah, we can go into more details about that later.
We definitely will. But also, you can use it for the room charges. You get, when you go to a bar, your face populates on their.
Yeah, so they already see who you are and charge it to your room.
And calling you by your name.
Yeah.
Tommie? Yeah, that's me. But the newness of the room, it also brought new technology to it. So underneath both nightstands, which are drilled into the wall, right? And they have drawers and stuff. But underneath the nightstands, there are sensors that give you a night light. And I'm gonna tell you something, that's amazing.
Yeah, as soon as your feet touch down or in that
Any
area,
movement,
the lights turn on.
Yeah, so that helps you place your feet when you get out of bed, and also helps you not trip on anything when you're coming back.
Yeah.
Another thing is they have night lights for the bathroom. But know this, the sensor is on the outside of the bathroom. So it triggers so that when you get to the bathroom, turn the light switch on.
Because
before
if not,
you go in the bathroom. Because if not, you're going to be sitting there, and about 12 seconds later, it's going to go tick,
stuck.
and you're going to be dark in the mud. And depending on what you're doing, you got to
may not
get
be-
up, and then you open the door and go around the door to turn the light on. So just think about that.
Keeping that in mind.
And the last thing I want to talk about the room is Princess. They have a TV catalog that is amazing.
Yeah.
I'm talking, and I'm making up numbers, but it's close, right? So there's like 10,000 movies. There's 20,000 TV shows. Like I said, I'm making up numbers, but there are a lot of. If you wanted to stay in your cabin for the whole 5 days, you would not
Need
have to
it.
watch something twice.
Right.
And that was impressive to me. I really like that. So I got to give them props on that one. Yeah.
Even though we really didn't stay in the cabin long enough to watch anything,
No.
but we flipped through it to see what was available.
And once
it was very
again,
impressive.
having conversations with other people that are traveling, you get to hear about that as well.
Yeah.
So, but now it's time for the sail away party.
All right.
You hear what I'm saying?
All right. So, which was a pleasant surprise for us, though, because we expected it to be maybe like an older crowd. Because again, it is the Love Boat. Yeah. So the generation that was watching the Love Boat at that time, when it came out in the early 70s, now they're ready to cruise, and we thinking it's going to be older people, but
and just to point out,
it was not.
We're familiar with the Love Boat because it was on for 10 years. So we were kids when it was out.
Yes.
So don't be trying to guess our age and talk about, wow, no. But it also had energy, and and it was a party, and that's the biggest thing that caught me off guard, pleasantly caught me off guard. I mean, it had the sound system.
Yeah, the cruise director went and introduced everyone, all the crew, and what they did was they were going around the entire sail away party area and trying to figure out who was the most hype.
Yeah.
Who was dancing the best, because the person that was selected got a chance to come up to the pool area and pull the lever so that you can hear the infamous Love Boat song.
Yeah, that's pretty smooth. I recorded it, and it's really special. Just the nostalgic of it, it's very nostalgic.
And I've always heard the Love Boat horn, away, because you on another cruise ship and you hear it, it's like, they play it every time they're leaving the port.
They're the only ones that have a song.
A horn that's like that, yeah. So to actually be on the ship and hearing it in real time, I loved it.
Yeah. So the sail away party, thumbs up for us.
Yeah.
Because it was a very unexpected, pleasant surprise.
Right. So after we did all that, then it was time to get ready for dinner that night. And we had dinner at the Celestial Dining Room. Yeah. And the food was just okay.
But that is the dining room where everybody can eat if you don't select specialty dining.
Yeah.
And it's huge, and it's got 2 levels, and it has huge windows if you can get into that certain spot. So there's some goodness to it.
Yeah. But just know also, because this was their first sailing, that the lines were long before we got into the main dining area, and I think they were just trying to get themselves together, and try to understand the flow with all the people that were there. So,
because it's a combination of those who already have reservations, they could walk right in, but they were getting in line with the people who, like us, who were just trying to get in.
Did not have reservations,
that we knew of, but we found out we did. But anyway, but it was a decent experience, and then sleep won that night. We didn't do too much after that.
Right. So day 2 was our first sea day, and because again we were on our conference, it was sessions all day long. But we did have a chance when we broke for lunch. We went to the O'Malley's pub, and that was a very good lunch. They're only open from I think 11 to 1 p.m. So you definitely want to get in line as soon as you can when they open, because at 1 o'clock the kitchen closes. They're not accepting any more orders. You can come in, but you're not getting seated with food. And
because it's close to the Princess Arena, the people we were with, everybody was trying to go there. So we were very fortunate. If you have 2 people, you could likely get in quicker. But if you have more than
large
2,
groups,
it's going to take a little minute. But I'm going to tell you something. We had fish and chips. We had hot wings. And we had
onion rings
and a raspberry martini with the onion rings, like she said. And let me tell you something. Hey, just me and you right now. That's the best fish and chips I've had because it was good, but at the same time, it stayed hot for the whole meal.
Yeah, he's not a fish guy.
I'm not a fish guy, but I was, what? I was eating some of hers. I was eating some of my boy Ron's. So it was good.
Yeah.
It was a great introduction, but
Right.
just beware of the limited seating there.
Right. But then after we had to go back to our sessions, then after that we decided to walk around the ship a little more and saw the shops. That's where we found out where the photography area was.
No reason.
With camera closed. But then the specialty restaurants, we saw where they were, and then we saw the dome.
Yes. Now
You
the
know.
dome on the outside just looks like a dome. It looks like a ball actually, or half a ball. But inside the dome, it's stadium style seating, so that means there's levels, right? But the seats are not chairs; they're actually lounge chairs.
Like Bali bed type
Like,
things.
yes, like lay down, lay flat. You can prop yourself up. But I just thought that was pretty lovely, right?
Yeah.
And so at the top, they have chairs and tables where you can sit, as well as tall stool tables and all that, bar tables. But the dome, you can see through it. Ocean, you can see front, all that, and right outside of it is a bar, and it can be used for events. Right, and they actually have shows there. They had a juggling show, and at
It's like
10:30
the
at
candlelight
night.
show they had too.
Oh yeah, but at 10:30 at night, it becomes a club. And that show. Now look, I'm not a
Musical guy.
musical guy. That thing
And
right there.
I love musicals,
that
but
bothers
the
me to death.
Meridian, that show was incredible.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was incredible for a couple reasons for me. One is everybody could sing, and then everybody could dance, but then also the music was current, so you could vibe to the music.
Yeah.
So that's one of the things I liked about it.
Truly talented.
And I'd say I'm not, like I said, I'm not a big musical guy and play guy, but I would say they're probably the most talented. That was one of the best presentations
One of the best
I've
shows
seen.
that we've seen. Yeah. They were really
on
good.
any ship. So
Yeah.
props to that.
Very good.
And then the next day, Amber Cove.
Day 3,
Mm-hmm.
Amber Cove, which was a very good port. They have souvenir shopping, zip lining, all different excursions that you can go on and have private cabanas out there. But this time we just stayed on board because we had to work.
Yeah.
Thanks
Well,
to our clients, we were still working.
Yeah.
No matter where we are, we're still working.
Well, she was working. I took a nap because your boy was tired. And she said specifically, if I stay quiet, I can stay in the room. So, hey, I took a nap. Sometimes that's just how it works out. I wanted to be near my baby, so I had to
It's
be quiet.
good to be him, y'all. It's good to be him. So anyway, dinner that night was again at the Celestial, and then we did some more wandering around.
And then day 5, the next day, day 4,
Yeah.
was Grand Turks. Grand Turks, we've been there. We've
A
been
few
there,
times
yeah.
before, yeah.
We've been there, and we just stayed right next to the port and jumped in the water. We've been there where we rented golf carts and just drove every inch of the island. And so this time we were like, let's just hang out with our friends because once again it's a 5-day cruise and we'll run out of daylight.
Yeah.
So
We got off the ship about 1 p.m.
Yeah.
and then in search of where our friends were. So they had already they already told us where they were.
Yeah.
They were at the Jack Shack.
Jack Shack.
So
yeah.
we got there with our friends Neil, the 2 Heathers, and 2 Jennifers.
Yes, 2 Heathers, 2 Jennifers. That's funny. But the Jack Shack, it used to be just like a literal shack. Or there's other places along our walk on the beach that
And you
can
don't have
stop.
to go quite so far
Yeah.
because that walk,
Yeah, it was on sand
not good.
from the ship. A long walk.
Didn't me not like it.
Yeah, it was about a 15 to 20 minute walk. So
I didn't like it.
get ready for leg day. The ladies hung out on their floaties, just to talking and sipping. And me and
It was a
Neil,
good time.
me and Neil just swim. He was
All right.
swimming one way, I
That's
was
right.
swimming the other way.
Had a good time.
They didn't swim; they were just floating. But hey, they was floating. I mean, it's okay. But now,
So we'll talk quickly about your favorite food moments
food.
on the ship,
There it
which
is.
was Alfredo's Pizzeria, and that's his favorite is the brick oven
Yeah,
pizzas.
I love brick oven pizza. Bop. I love brick oven pizza. This one did not let me down. The only thing, if I could complain, the only thing I'd say is what to have with it. You know, if you're having an Italian theme and you're having that pizza, you know, maybe you'd have the breadsticks or, you know, some other stuff that you'd expect. But the pizza itself was the bomb.
Yeah.
So I ain't got no complaints.
Yep.
The only thing I'll say about the pizzeria, though, is that if you don't Alfredo's, you can walk in. But the problem is it's going to be crowded, especially.
Yeah, you don't need to
eating
have
time.
make reservations to
Right.
that restaurant. That's
Right.
one of the specialty dinings that they have that you don't need reservations for.
Right.
But you still may have to wait.
So, but pizza was the bomb.
Yeah.
It was. I really liked it. Now,
The only other specialty restaurant that we were able to go to was Butcher's Block by Dario.
Yeah.
Now, this was a whole production experience. I had no idea.
Yeah.
This, for sure, was a steak lover's heaven.
yeah. Bottom line, you love steak. This is where you're supposed to be. So when you first come in, it was in our. We had a group of
10.
10, okay? But they don't let anybody sit down immediately because everybody stays at the front of the restaurant because they want to hype you up and introduce the meats that you're going to eat. So they introduced the cowboy ribeye, they introduced the
Tomahawk.
the tomahawk. They introduced the biggest daggone T-bone I've ever seen in my life. So once they introduce that, then they take you to your seating, and that's when the party begins.
show begins.
Yeah, because as soon as you're sitting down, they bring you some butter, they bring you some flavored salt,
The bread.
and some. Is there oil on the table? Some oil. But then they start bringing you the breads and getting you ready for that. Oh, they had duck fat butter. Yeah. And so getting you ready. But then when the steak is ready, there's a carving station on each side of the restaurant, and then they get the carving,
Yep.
cutting it up. And as soon as they finish carving, they take the plate and then they start delivering it to you. So you're getting it hot, freshly carved and cut up. I enjoyed it, but I got meat sweats.
Because he could not stop
I
eating
couldn't
it.
stop eating it. So that's the first time I ever got meat sweats. But hey, I ate everything they put on the table. Ooh, let me get that there. Ooh, let me try that there. So it was good to me.
Now back to the Medallion really quickly.
Oh, yeah.
We did find one thing that we did not love about the Medallion.
Yeah. So we were walking to our room after something, and there was a young lady in front of us, and she just happened to mention the fact that she doesn't like that the Medallion unlocks and locks after you've walked away from the door. And we were like, that's cute. I mean, we understand,
From
but
a
it's
security-
not that bad.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're like, it couldn't be that bad. And so when we got close to our room, well, she showed us, and then we were still like, okay, well, let's see. So then we went a few doors down, and we got to our room, our cabin. And so I took Nikki's medallion and mine, and then I just started walking. And I counted my steps after I passed our door. And, hey, I took 30 steps. 30 steps before the
cabin
room
locked.
And I was like, that's pretty interesting because that means I've taken at least 10 steps where I'm not going to look back at my cabin, and worst case scenario, somebody could dart in there real quick. And not so much you coming back because you'll be looking at the cabin door, hopefully. But either way, I don't think it's a security issue. I think it's something that they will work on to tighten that up a little bit. We're only bringing this up so that you're aware of it. We're
Yeah.
not saying that it's a huge problem. We did not hear of anybody having anything stolen.
No
We didn't
issues
have
at
anything
all.
stolen, and they still have the safes in the room, so you can use those. But that was without that young lady mentioning it, we wouldn't even really thought about it because we were so happy that unlocks when you get close.
That you don't have to worry about anything. Searching for your medallion or card or whatever to get in your cabin. You were able to get in there.
Yeah, so that was pretty interesting.
Yeah, just something that I think I'll just bring it up just as a concern.
Yeah, well, and also for you to just be aware that once you leave your room, pay attention while you're walking away to make sure no one else is
behind you. Right. Yeah. Always stay alert wherever you are.
Yeah.
Right. Head on a swivel. But again, something else though that we noticed was that the ship layout didn't really flow as smoothly as we thought it should.
A little funky.
You often needing to go up, over, and then down before you reach a certain place. So that was a little confusing to us all the time because we seem to have to always go to that particular spot.
Yeah.
And could never figure it out.
Yeah, so we were on the wrong side of the ship, obviously. But the bottom line is 5 days is not really enough to get familiar with the ship. Yeah. So,
and especially for us, since we were in conferences in sessions all day.
Every day
so we didn't get a chance to really get acclimated to the ship.
Right. So that's just something, once again, we're just telling you to be prepared for.
Yeah.
It's not a showstopper.
Right.
Because overall, hey, I'm going to tell you, from someone who never thought about going on Princess before, because of what I've heard through people talking, and then me making my own assumption. Yeah, I know what they say about assumptions. But this ship and this experience completely erased all of that because the vibe surprised us, the energy surprised us, the age limit or the age median, right? That surprises.
Yeah.
This isn't. This ship was not for old people. This ship was for everybody.
Right.
And
they had young kids there too.
That's
matter of fact.
So it
was for everybody.
Yeah. And they had a lot of families. Children. Yeah. So I was very impressed with the energy because I just wasn't expecting it, and I was impressed with seeing people our age or younger, adults, there and able to have fun. So that was pretty nice. The nightlife, throwing the music.
The karaoke. They had the 80s night was really fun. Yeah. The shows, the comedy shows were really good.
The silent disco.
Oh yeah.
And they also had they would have on 80s night, they would have groups of people that have practiced earlier in the day. And they would perform like Thriller, in the
main area.
Yeah, so it was good. This ship was just so live, and it was. So now that that's done, do you have some tips for the people?
I do.
Okay.
Tip number 1: be sure to download the Princess app before you sail.
Yes.
Tip number 2: once you download the app, immediately order your medallion. It takes a few weeks for it to arrive, but at least it gives you the chance to not have the boarding process prolonged. Yeah. You already have it in your hands. Tip number 3: their Princess Plus or the Premier programs that they have. The Princess Plus is $65 per day. Have drinks up to $15. The Wi-Fi for one device per person per cabin. The gratuities are included. You get 2 casual dining, 2 specialty desserts, 2 fitness classes. Now the Princess Premier is $100 per day, drinks up to $20, Wi-Fi for 4 devices, full access to specialty dinings, unlimited fitness classes, unlimited digital photos, reserved theater seating, and the Princess prizes. Now the quick version of all that, Go Plus if you want the essentials without overspending. Go Premier if you want premium drinks, specialty dining, and photo perks.
Yeah, there is no drink package. It's either those 2.
Right. Tip number 4: book your specialty dining early because they fill up fast. Definitely eat at the pizzeria and take your time to explore the ship. Tip number 5: the medallion is offered to you on a lanyard. You can go to the photography shop on board and purchase the different ways to wear the medallion. Tip number 6: if you ever find yourself on the same ship during a travel advisors conference, don't panic and get frustrated. They are professionals and should not try to gain your business. There will be a lot of them walking around.
With with their lanyards on.
But be
Identify.
prepared to arrive early for the non-reservation locations and when you go to the ports, because we can be a lot. We understand that when we're overrun on some of the ships that you're sailing on with us.
Yeah, we know it
So,
can be frustrating to some
yeah.
folks. But I'm going to give you some real advice. Look at me now. Contact us at Jones Getaways for your travel planning. And I'm going to tell you why. She's really good at her job. The Star Princess changed our whole perception of Princess Cruise Lines. The questions are, is this ship a unicorn?
Yep. Or is this a change of direction for Princess? Still providing the quality service, but bringing more energy and experiences to the ships.
Either way, we had a great experience on the Star. We wish it would have been 7 days instead of 5, so we could get to know the ship a little more. But it's a beautiful ship, specifically inside. You see what they've tried to do, and we had a blast, and now Princess is on our radar.
Yep. Specifically for Alaska. Yep. Thank you for joining us for another episode of Travel Tips and Recommendations with Nikki and Tommie.
If you're thinking about sailing Princess or the Star Princess, drop your questions in the comments.
Yep. And if you've sailed Princess before, tell us your experience, because after this trip, we're very curious.
Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with anyone that you could possibly think would enjoy a different kind of Princess cruise.
Yep. Always remember to travel often, travel smart, and travel safe.
Till next time.
Bye.
Bye.